table looks like after 35 rounds of matches. You can see right there, Rangers International are on top with 59 points. They are closely followed by Rivers United. Rivers United have been on top of the Nigerian Premier League for a number of weeks now, but due to inconsistency and bad results and all of them, they drop now to 58 points. They are right behind Rangers International. Remember that Rangers International defeated Eimba in their last time out, and Rivers United suffered a defeat. That is why you see that Rivers United are underneath Rangers United right there. You can see the title race in the Nigerian Premier League is not a child's play. If you do anyhow, like we say in Nigeria here, you will see anyhow, like Arsenal have actually done in the English Premier League, and City have unsettled them right there at the top. We will get there. Let's just quickly take a look at the other ones. You can see Korodu City there are in third position. They are also gunning for the title, just 55 points. And Abia Warriors too, also with 55 points. 3 matches to go. These 4 teams can all win the Nigerian Premier League this season. It depends on what happened. But if Rangers International goes ahead to win all their matches, they will be crowned champions at the end of the season. There are no English Premier League this weekend because of FA Cup fixtures. And if you look at the bottom 3 of the Nigerian Premier League right now, you see that Warri Wolves, Kun Khalifa, the bottom 4 actually, Kun Khalifa, Bayelsa United, and of course Wiki Torres occupy that position. 43 points, 40 points, and 40-40. That is what they have. If they are able to get good results in the many 3 matches, they may just be able to escape relegation. Look at Remo Stars there. They are just above the relegation zone. Remo Stars, remember, they are the current champion of the league. This is where they are, 16th on the log with 43 points. No one would have expected Remo Stars to be where they are this season because they are the current champion. We expect current champions. Same thing is happening in the English Premier League where Liverpool are the champions, but right now they are battling to, make it to the Champions League place. From here, let's just quickly take a look at the top goal scorers in the Nigeria Premier League. If I can quickly see that on the screen, yes, this is what it looked like. You can see Joseph Arumala has 12 goals after 35 matches. He is the top goal scorer in that one. Yes, this is what Uche Collins has 12 goals also. He's currently tied with Joseph at the top of the goal scorers, table. Godwin Obaje has 11 goals. Emeka Obioma also has 11 goals. 3 people there has 11 goals. Victor Umbaoma also have 11 goals. And Daddy Abdulrahman, 10 goals. Jonathan Meriga, I just hope I got those names correctly, also have 10 goals. You can see they are after 35 matches. But what is happening in the Nigeria Premier League? 35 matches, 12 goals. That is what they have, 12 goals. And when you look at other leagues, 25 matches, you are hearing 20 goals. Is that the competitiveness of the league or what? We don't know. Only time will tell who wins the Golden Boot at the end of the season. From the Nigerian Premier League now, let's just quickly take a look at the English Premier League. Not too many fixtures this weekend. You can see very few fixtures, not because of anything, but also because of the FA Cup ties that we'll be taking a look later on the show. Fulham will take on Aston Villa later today. Liverpool are up against Crystal Palace. Remember, Liverpool are gunning for the Champions League. They want to claim that 5th spot in the UEFA Champions League. They want to be in the Champions League next season. And West Ham United are up against Everton. Guess what? West Ham United too, they want to remain in the English Premier League. 2 teams already relegated. They don't want to be the 3rd team. Tottenham Hotspur currently occupies that position. We will be taking a look at the table shortly. But let's just see the fixtures very quickly. Wolverhampton Wanderers, a team that has been relegated, are up against Tottenham Hotspur, fighting for survival. And on Monday, Manchester United will take on Brentford. Let's see what the table looks like in the English Premier League very quickly. Yes, this is the table. You can see right there, for the last 200 days, Arsenal have been on top. But right now, it is Manchester City on top. They have the same point, the same goals, the same number of matches played with Arsenal. But they have scored more goals. That is the reason why they sit on top. If the seasons end today, Manchester City will be crowned champions of the English Premier League. You can see there that Manchester United are third. If Arsenal mess up, Manchester United still can overtake them, like Manchester City have done already. You can see Aston Villa there are in fourth position, and Liverpool, like I told you earlier on, are in fifth position, the last Champions League spot for the league. Who do we have right at the bottom? We see Brighton and Hove Albion, Bournemouth, Chelsea. Everybody expected Chelsea to be probably in the Champions League spot, but after a run of poor results, this is where they find themselves. Eighth position, just above Brighton and Hove Albion on goal difference. Above Brentford on goal difference. And if you look at the bottom side of the league, we see there Wolverhampton Wanderers, we see Burnley, we see Tottenham Hotspur. Those are the bottom three in the league. And West Ham are just a little bit above them with 2 points. Who will be relegated at the end of the season? Before we get to who will get relegated, let's just take a look at the top of the table again, where Arsenal and Manchester City are the ones gunning for the title. Let's just take a look at their next couple of matches together. If you can quickly see that right now, you will see exactly this is what we have here. Manchester City up against Arsenal. Up next for Manchester City in the FA Cup tie, it is against Southampton. That is not where our business is right now. We are talking about the English Premier League. First, it is away to Everton. That is after the game against Southampton. They will take on Everton away before Brentford. And, of course, they will take on Bournemouth and Aston Villa. These matches will decide if Manchester City are able to win all of these matches, they will be crowned champions at the end of the season. But the question a lot of people are asking, will they be able to win all of these matches? That is a question me, myself, I'm asking, but only time will provide answers to that. And for Arsenal, they have first Newcastle United, that is at home, not an easy game for Arsenal, because whether home or away, Arsenal have been really, really inconsistent this season. Atletico Madrid in the UEFA Champions League, which would be a bit of distraction for them, talking about the league. And after then, they take on Fulham, then away to Atletico Madrid before they face West Ham side. A match I believe will be very difficult. West Ham don't want to get relegated. Definitely they will be putting their best in that game to just stay in the English Premier League. And after then, they take on Burnley and then Crystal Palace. Interesting fixtures. Who will be crowned champions at the end of the season? Remember, Arsenal were on top of the league for 200 days. 200 days. They were topping Manchester City with about 9 points. It became 7. And now, Manchester City have overtaken them at the top of the table. Arsenal, a lot of people actually predicted that they will bottle the league again. This is the 4th consecutive year that the Arsenal will bottle the league. Have they bottled this one? We don't know. But remember, if City goes ahead to win all of their matches this season, the league is theirs. But now, let's talk about Chelsea. The English Premier League have served us all manner this week. In the course of this week, we saw Burnley relegated this week. And also, the week also came with Chelsea sacking another coach. That is Liam Rosenior. That is his face, pleading farewell to Manchester, to Chelsea. He was sacked. He signed a 5.5-year contract, but he only lasted 4 months at Chelsea. What happened at Chelsea? A lot of people said that the players, stood against him. They weren't playing for him. I don't know what kind of tactics he brought to the dressing room that, the players didn't like. If you ask me, after that humiliation against Brighton, 3-0 victory, defeat to Brighton and Hove Albion, I confirm that the players definitely were not working for Liam Rosenior. It was after that match the next day that that same day that he was sacked. The night of that match against Brighton that he was sacked. But who will Chelsea be appointing? Although they have appointed an interim, talking about Mark